1 2 1 2. Love you, Divine Tarot, and you. Oh, happy birthday, Aries, bless Aries. Oh, happy birthday to Aries, sexy Aries. Oh, happy birthday to all the beautiful, handsome, and sexy, and don't ever forget intelligent, strong, and pop off in a drop of a hat, Aries. Happy birthday to you. What I say is always for you. Happy birthday, March 28th, Aries. Woo-wee. What I see that you guys are a vast part of this whole divine plan on this beautiful divine planet. And what I mean, oh, well, the higher realms made that word planet so you would know, Aries, that you would know that you know that you know that you are planned. That last ET, few letters, the ET at the end of the word planet, stands for you guys knowing that this is until the end of Earth's timeline or the end of time. All right? And a lot of you guys have been living the lives of ET, executing low vibe energy and transmuting it into high vibe energy. I bet you didn't know that. But Aries, you've been knocking that out left and right with a bat. You guys been saying in a minute, no, that's wrong. Don't do that. No, why are you going to do that to her? Excuse me. No, I'm not going to let you do that to him or whatever. That's you, Aries, and that's what's happening. You guys have been living the life of the ET in the word planet. It was all planned. I can't make it up. Yeah, because you guys need to know that this is your soul's mission. All right? Not a competition. Because people out here competing, trying to wear what you wear, trying to look like your hair, trying to do what you do, trying to look like you. Aries. This is your soul's mission, not a competition. Let me say this correctly. Life is your soul's mission. It is not a competition. That's why the higher realms have placed in you something beautifully unique called your intuition. All right? Yeah. And if you trust that intuition, you will begin to see without sight. However, that intuition keeps you spiritually tethered to this thing called your spiritual GPS, which the higher realms told me the GPS stands for your God, guides, your guides or gods pointing you to your next step of origin. And that acronym for STEP, STEP, stands for solution to every problem. I can't make it up. But always remember, Aries, now a problem is something that you create. Situations are things that happen. Okay? So you guys explore that in every way. All right? I can't make it up. Now, Aries, look at you now. You guys, the higher realms want you to recognize that the higher realm speaks through numbers, signs, and synchronicities. That's why the higher realms is speaking loud volumes to you through your birth date, expiration date, and all the little DNA code in your body. I can't make it up. Look at this 328. That is your beautiful birthright. 328. Now, this number 3, the higher realms are saying it's so spiritual, to you and me, the number 3. So that number 3, in its entirety, as your birthright, the higher realms is telling you through that number 3 that you have a vast, powerful level of manifestery. So you guys are master manifestors in this lifetime because of that birthright number 3. Let me tell you, Aries, that number 3 is also the higher realms telling you guys that you're connected heavily to that beautiful Trinity, that triangle, that mind, body, and spirit energy. All right? Yeah. Inspiration, manifestation, and creation. Some people say Father, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Some people say Mother, Father, Son. But the bottom line is you are that one, Aries. You are heavily connected to that beautiful number 3, Trinity. All right? And what that means is, again, you guys have this profound level of master manifestery within. You guys can manifest yourself to be 3 places at one time. How many can do that? You guys find yourself to be at the right place at the right time with the right stuff. That right there alone is more than tough to others. You know what I mean? Some people can't be anywhere at all on time. Some people throughout their lifetime, all they hear is, man, you just missed it. Man, they just left. Oh, man, come back tomorrow. Yeah, they just closed. This is the story that people hear throughout their lifetime. All right? Let me tell you what your story sounds like to clarify what you guys, are like. You know what I mean? Somebody may come to you and say, Aries, where you get that from? Oh my God, where you get that from? And you tell them exactly where to get it from. You tell them exactly where to go. You tell them exactly what time to get there, what time to open, what time to close, who to speak to. Bam. They come straight back to you and say, man, I don't know how you did it because they didn't have it when I was there. Or I couldn't get it. It's just that simple. You couldn't get it. That's it. Because Aries, they do not share your birthright number. They do not share your birthright energy, vibration, or frequency. I can't make it up. Aries, your number 2 says something very profound about you. And when the higher realms are speaking to you through your birthright number 2, the higher realms are saying the higher realms highly favors you. All right? Please look in that mirror so you can see that you have everything that equate on your body of the number of 2. You got 2 feet, 1, 2. You got 2 legs, 1, 2. You got 2 arms, 1, 2. And you got 2 eyes. And they're both the same size. Go ahead, Aries. You're the prize. My goodness. Yeah, the higher realms want you to realize that you are highly favored. And you know what else the higher realms say? Because you guys do a lot of praying, because that's what the higher realms put on you with that number 2. You guys have been praying and manifesting abundance. And that is your birthright. But the bottom line is, the higher realms say, as sure as it takes 2 hands to form a prayer, the higher realm said, whatever you're praying for is already right there. Let me do it right there. Yeah, I can't make it up. And because that 3 and 2 equals 5, we have to add that up. And that number 5 says you guys are multidimensional spiritual beings. A lot of you guys volunteered to have this human experience, and thank you so much for your time and your human experience being here. And please be mindful that because you are that powerful energy, you got to be careful what you thinketh too, Aries. Because a lot of people need to, a lot of people can't do what you do, right? Because you have this level of mastery, manifestor mastery, you see. So a lot of you guys need to be aware of what you think in its entirety. Because a lot of you guys don't realize what you think shall materialize. You know what I'm saying? People always like, what came? And then they come down here and say, what came first, the chicken or the egg? And they looking at each other, really trying to figure that out. And the higher realms is yelling, it's the thought. Okay, fool? It's the thought. All right? So be careful what you thinketh all day and all night. All right? Because you have that ability to manifest, on sight. I can't make it up. Okay. Yeah. So it's important that you guys know your worth. That's the only reason why I do these things here. Okay? You guys need to know your worth in every way. Yeah, so that number 5, that 3 plus 2 equals 5. You guys are multidimensional spiritual beings. A lot of you guys volunteer to have this human experience, and that means you guys you guys are bringing positive change from every dimensional level into this level. A lot of you guys grew up with a lot of change around you. You had change in this 3D realm. Like a lot of you guys never needed change ever. Like you always had change somewhere in the house, whether it was them big bottles of quarters and dimes and nickels, or you always found change everywhere because of your birthright number 5. So as you guys bring that positive change from every dimensional level, you guys shall receive that positive change from every dimensional level. All right? Congratulations. I'm seeing 3% of my Aries that, just had a baby. Congratulations, you guys. Woo-hoo, yeah. I just hear that and see that and know that. And some of you guys are, I'm interesting. Some of you guys are in the hospital right now. Just listen to this. That's interesting. Congratulations, you guys. No doubt. So what I see here is your number 28. Make no mistake, that 2 plus 8 equals 10. So a lot of you guys have a lot to do with the Alpha and Omega from within. So the higher realms through that number 10, because 2 plus 8 equals 10, you guys. Let's talk about that. That number 1 and the number 10, I need to tell you the story and how it begins. That number 1, in ancient times, Aries was never meant to be a number. Why? Because numbers are plural. Bottom line. Numbers were meant to be plural. So that number 1 was never meant to be a number. So that means that the number 1 represented God, the Alpha, the beginning. And what that means is, Aries, you guys are alpha males and alpha females out here. So a lot of you guys really, really see things, on the ultimate clear. And a lot of you guys, a lot of people can't really be near, because it's hard to match that energy in your sphere, because you do represent that alpha energy here. Alpha energy has to match some type of way. So a lot of you guys, it's hard to match, and play. All right? And it's amazing because, just like I said, that number 10 represents Alpha and Omega. So a lot of you guys are Alpha and Omega. You know what I'm saying? From the beginning to the end, the higher realms is telling you that you are manifestors, highly favored in this lifetime, bringing multidimensional spiritual positive change from every dimensional level. You know what I'm saying? Which means that it's coming from above down to below. And you guys are doing this from the beginning to the end. And the higher realms is rocking with you guys from the beginning to the end. Because that 0 stands for Omega. The end. God, the end. So when the higher realms is speaking to you through your birthright number 2 plus 8, which equals 10, the higher realms is telling you guys to move forward with the confidence that you have that the higher realms place within. So move forward with confidence. All right. That's what that number 10 says. Okay. All right. So your birthright is like, well, you've been manifesting and praying for positive change to come. So guess what? Move forward with this confidence. All right. And that number 8 is so beautiful. That's why I had to, I couldn't wait to get to that number 8, because that number 8 is so profound as your birthright. The higher realms made it as so, the circle at the top and the circle below. And the circle, believe it or not, a circle is always going to represent a completion. So you guys, you need to realize that anything at the higher realm, all right, of anything, it represents the spiritual realm, like the higher realm of your body, your brain, your thought. That's why you want to keep those thoughts positive, because your brain is at the higher realm of your body, right? So that 8 represents you. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, it's telling you that that top circle, you guys are completing a abundant spiritual cycle. And the bottom circle says you guys are completing an abundant physical cycle. Together, it's total abundant cycle here in this lifetime. And so that means that you guys shall be abundant till you turn that 8 to the side, and that'll be infinity and beyond. I can't make it up. So a lot of you guys, this is your birthright, period. Now your birthright in its totality is, wow, my favorite number in the world. Your birthright is my favorite number in the world. It's number 13. I can't make it up, because I love the fact that, there's 13 and 9 gods, 13 at the top and 13 down in the below. So the bottom line is, yeah, we got gods here on earth. People better wake up. You know what I mean? But the bottom line is this. So you guys, you represent that beautiful number 13, and it's no disguise. Because think about it. When you look inside of a card deck, what card represents 13? Is it the 7? No. Is it the 10? No. Is it the Jack? No. Is it the Queen? No. It's the King. Yeah. So the King represents 13. So you guys, the King represents mastery. You guys have leveled. I told you guys you're master manifestors. I didn't stutter, utter, or mutter, or give you no butter. All right? Because this is your birthright in its totality. You guys have that level of mastery. Okay? And the higher realms pointed the word grandiose out to me, saying grandiose level of mastery. So you guys are ascended masters here, having this human experience. You are number 13. And the higher realms is telling you through that number 13 to live your life with love and compassion. All right? So those are the two things that's so powerful on this earth. Love and compassion. That gives everybody a worth. I can't make it up. Everything around you can have worth with love and compassion. And you guys are having this is from birth, all right? So you gave everybody around you, even your enemies, you know what I'm saying? Enemies, worth, all right? Because of that love and compassion that you have since birth that you brought to earth. All right? That number 8 also represents, so as it's done above, it shall be done down below. I can't make that up. So that's a beautiful birthright, Aries. Aries, some of you guys have been fighting some low vibe energy. I don't want to say the D word, demons, but it has been, and that's what I just heard. But nevertheless, In your love life, Aries, the higher realms is saying your person may need a 12-step program, bottom line, okay? This person who you guys, this person here in your life that some of you guys are waiting to marry, okay? This person is really codependent, you know what I mean? And I'm talking like, I don't know, when I got it, I got all kinds of other addictions. I didn't just get codependent on you. Even if they're too codependent on you, that's a problem. So the higher realms are saying, look at these red flags. This is codependency, double codependency. And I believe it's, what I'm getting is sex. You know, they have a sex addiction and they have a drug addiction. You guys need a heart-to-heart conversation while you wait for to get married, or some of you guys are waiting on this person even though you're married, but you don't understand that this person is fighting demons. That's who's fighting demons. They're fighting their demons. Oh my goodness. You guys may need to have a heart-to-heart sit down, and tell this person if they want to start anew, they have to get into a program, okay? Yeah, because they're going to need a lot of new things, okay? Because you guys got to buy new things for yourself. You got to buy new shoes, new shoes. Yeah, okay, so I see new shoes, new kicks. You guys getting ready to buy some new shoes and stuff like that. So this person is just presenting a lot of red flags. So the higher realms are saying, please be aware, because this person has some sexual addiction, and the higher realms saying there's nothing wrong with waiting for your soulmate, okay? There's nothing wrong with it. And before you have this person's child, because the chemistry is so outrageous and wild, because you guys have chemistry here, all right? For those of you who have not had this person's child, okay, because it's coming out in every way, before you have this child, remember that you do have religious beliefs that you honor. Okay, a lot of you guys are ancient creed. You hold on to this. You guys were waiting for marriage to do this, okay? The higher realm said, do not compromise your faith in any way. That's what I'm getting, okay? All right, so that is your love life. Do not compromise. Okay, yeah. I'm seeing in your financial area that, a spell has been removed. Someone's praying on your downfall financially, and prayer works, because they don't realize your birthright is prayer, fool. How dare you, fool? They really tried that, fool. Yeah. So a lot of you guys may actually be interested in changing employment, because it's a big deal here for you too. All right, and it's safe for you too, because it's all just saying that you are expanding on you, okay? And this expand will give you successful funding. I can't make it up. All right, so the higher realm said, go ahead and write your gratitude list now when it comes to this. When it comes to your life, start your gratitude list now, because this financial thing is going to pick up once you make this career change, okay? Yeah, it really pays off in every way because of your mindset. You know what I mean? You guys are not trapped in the mind. People don't realize slavery is a mindset. You know what I'm saying? And that's what people don't realize. That's why, I always put I'm a descendant of Frederick Douglass, because my only message is that, the gentleman came all the way from New York to interview me back in 1996. He was doing a thesis in New York. I wish I remember his name, but he found out where I live. And he found out I was the only Douglas that he could find, because I don't play. I held true to what my father said. I did not give up my last name. And it's very small few of us, not a whole lot like people portray it to be. But the bottom line is, my message, when he asked, he said, what are you doing to carry the Frederick Douglass name on? I said, it's amazingly so that I do the same thing that Frederick Douglass did, when he was here. But he did it in a physical way, like, helping, free slaves and stuff like that. But the bottom line is, for me, I help them out of mental slavery because that's always been my conversation. And I've been speaking ever since I was 21 years old in jails, institutions, in churches, and daycare. No, not daycares, but what do you call those? Yeah, the help me out, the homes, the nursing homes, stuff like that. So I've been doing a lot of speaking, maximum security. I've been speaking everywhere ever since I was 21 years old. I was not afraid, you know what I'm saying? So this is what I do to give back to the you's, okay, in every way. And I'm not ashamed, you know what I mean? Because life is a gift, you know what I mean? And you guys write that gratitude list because that's what it's about. You guys are being gifted by the higher realms in every way. So my message is to, let people know that slavery also is a mindset. All right. A lot of people for years and years, if you guys never see my video, years and years, like in slavery, during slavery time, they were picking cotton and sweating bullets, out there picking cotton in the burning hot sun, winking and kind of giving each other the eye and passing notes, trying to say tonight, doing little symbols for tonight, like they're going to escape. They've been doing that, picking cotton the whole week, and then when Friday come, the master will reward them. The master will reward them with alcohol, and they'll have a party the whole weekend with alcohol, and forget that they are not free. And they'll have to pick cotton all over again. So it's exactly like the world today in its entirety. The master, will reward them with their paycheck and the liquor store on every corner, and here they go. Right? And for some reason, the whole week, and they've been telling everybody, I'm going to be an entrepreneur. I'm going to get my own business. I'm going to be LLC. I'm going to be JKB. I'm going to be, and they hit that daggone corner, and they hit the club, and that is it. You'll see them right, sharp, bright and early, clocking in, clocking out, doing the same thing all over again. So always remember, it's a mindset. Well, you guys need to know that as well, too, because you're master manifestors here. And make no mistake about that, my dear. Happy birthday, you guys. It's showing up in your read. You got this birthday energy, but the birthday energy is so showing up here. You guys are taking good vibes in because it's your moment. In time. Yeah, you have fixed some things financially. You fixed some things spiritually, emotionally. Some things are fixed. You guys some of you guys, you're thinking of in regards to, new business now, new mindset. But also, behind the scenes, I see you guys because because of this person here, you're clear with that you may have to let go. You feel broken, like your dreams were kind of broken or anything like that. You feel like, you have real feelings for this person. And you feel like, it's almost like your heart is trapped in this relationship, so to speak. I can't make it up. Yeah, you guys feel stuck, and you really cannot, you cannot shake this earthquake, what you found here. That's so profound about, this person who you really thought was your soulmate. Yeah. You see this person doing a lot of, using a lot of excuses to run. And some of you guys are using that excuse to run too, just so you can have your moment. Because a lot of you guys had to use excuses to get away from person, to escape, because you realize that they are heavily dependent on you guys as well. And you guys had to use every excuse. I gotta fix my I gotta fix a flat. So, I gotta do something. I gotta take care. I gotta pay this bill. I gotta go over here. Yeah, man. I gotta do this. And you guys are getting out of there. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not in denial, is what I see. Yeah, some of you guys really will notice, the red flag on your beautiful day here about this energy here, that this person is like a karmic energy and not really a possibility, that this person can be, I want to say a time guzzler, someone to impede on your time. I see you guys trying to heal by, just having a drink and, just spending some time here. Some of you guys. And even if, this is not alcohol drinking, but some of you guys are just sitting here, drinking, trying to get your nerve together, trying to, stall time is what I see. Oh no, this person is trying to stall you guys here. Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, this person doesn't want you guys to heal from them and what they have not offered you. So they don't want you to heal. So they're trying to waste your time by getting you with them and trying to, sit down and have a drink or whatever like that. So they can stifle any possibilities for you to actually have a good time. But you're smart. You followed your dreams. You made up for what you believe in. You believe in yourself, and you guys took off running here to take your moment to yourself, even though you felt like, out, but you guys really honored yourself. That is beautiful. So I see you guys having that spiritual moment with you and God, asking God to fix this financial, fix this spiritual, fix this emotional, fix this moments here. You guys are doing that thing here. Beautiful, Aries, beautiful. It's so clear. I see you guys waking up and realizing that this person is a little bit too clingy, and that's opening your eyes to the codependency of this, relationship. And it could, and that's what's really making things stagnant for you guys is what I see. Even though this person feels like your soulmate, your dream, why is it so, why is it so much chaos here? You know what I'm saying? Why is things a certain way here? Why does it feel like deja vu? Well, some of you guys may have escaped the main thing for you, because a lot of people in this lifetime, they don't realize they marry their past life enemy, because that's why you hear in this lifetime all the time, please let go of this, please let go of this, cut ties with that, let go of this, because in this lifetime, you can run into the previous lifetime person, and because y'all never let go of that frustration and remorse, when you guys hook up together, it feels like, oh, deja vu, oh, I feel you before, I know your energy. Yeah, you know that energy, but that energy was your enemy. Your definite enemy. So a lot of people in this lifetime has married their past life enemy. That's why it doesn't work, and that's why it's like a lot of divorce here, and it's clear. So that thing there, that's why they ask you in this lifetime, the real theme is please let go of what does not serve your highest good. Why? Because you're trying to move higher, you know what I'm saying? Everybody don't want to stay at the level of zero, you know what I mean? Okay, so the bottom line is to let go in every way. And I know it's easier said, but the bottom line is that's what I want to tell you guys, because therefore, you can actually dread marrying your past life enemy. Yeah. Now, it's a small few of my Aries that, both of you guys are codependent on something or another here. Alcohol and drugs is what I see. And the higher realms want me to let you guys know that, keep your hope. And the acronym for hope is hearing other people's experiences, okay, in every way. So keep that hope. And the higher realms is saying right now that If you guys are deciding to realize that recovery is necessary, like a 12-step program or something like that, just remember this. It's a shorter pain for a longer gain. Okay, Aries. And to my other Aries, you guys are miracles. In all my Aries, you guys are miracles. So the higher realms is giving you guys a miracle here. That deja vu is a miracle for you. That's what the higher realms is saying. It's a miracle that's going to feel like deja vu. Did I start out? I want to give you some butter. Yeah. So that's a spiritual game for you. My goodness, Aries. Aries, this is where we must part ways. If life lasts and death pass, you will see or hear me again. Until then, Paul, peace be unto you and within. 1